A. Aware of God's presence. 2. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator of the ends of the earth, neither faints nor is weary. His understanding is unsearchable. God created mankind in his image. Man encounters the surrounding environment through 5 senses. Man sees, hears, smells, tastes, and interprets touch. The skin senses gentle touch, pressure, cold, hot, and solar radiation. The various nerve cells are amazing, sending messages to the brain which elicits a response. Take time to focus on your surroundings. Close your eyes and listen. Take a deep breath. What fragrances do you smell? How are you feeling? Cold, hot, tired? Focus on your body as you deeply breathe. Check your various organs, your heart, your lungs, muscles, joints, your belly. Our 5 senses enable us to respond and adapt. Our Creator sees and hears and responds. We cannot see God, but we can see what he does. Mount St. Helens. While touring Oregon, I wanted to see Mount St. Helens. I had watched the destructive eruption on TV in the 1980s. Driving up the road toward the crater, I anxiously watched out the window. I would look, is that the mountain? Once we even stopped and asked somebody, is that the mountain? No, that's not the mountain. Well, we kept driving up. The sky was covered with clouds, so it was kind of hiding mountains, or what we thought. But anyway, we could still see caverns and large piles of soil. To me, it looked like the Grand Canyon. There was evidence of erosion. We kept driving up the mountain to the very top. There was a parking lot, so we decided to park the car and to hike along the mountain edge the last mile. We continued to search for the peak, but just clouds. Clouds shrouded the peak. We still could not see the remains of the mountain. We got to the top. There's a special place you can go and look through some type of viewing apparatus, but we decided not to go and headed back down the mountain in our car. We were disappointed. I mean, I really wanted to see Mount St. Helens. So as we drove down, I sort of secretly prayed, can we please see the mountain? Other cars were following us as we descended the mountain. About 5 p.m., suddenly the clouds in the sky parted and the huge remains of the mountain appeared. The massive size of this volcanic mountain, or what was left of it, shocked me. I'm from Georgia, and we're used to the Smoky Mountains, and they're not that big. But these mountains were huge. I witnessed evidence of the volcanic eruption, and I could photograph what remained of the mountain. We saw evidence of God's power and creativity and majesty. We saw God's power, even though we didn't see God. But through faith, he had answered my prayer. We cannot hear God, but he communicates with us through creation, scriptures, prophets, teachers, family, friends, and through thoughts stored in our brains. God designed creatures and plants to also be able to sense their environment and adapt based on their internal genetic material. Randy Galuzzo with the Institute of Creation Research has developed an engineering-based model of adaptation that proposes organisms have innate systems that enable them to track and adapt to the environmental changes. It's called continuous environmental tracking. So we cannot see God. He sees us. We cannot hear God. He hears us, and he does respond. So who is God? God is the Abba Father, the Almighty, the Alpha and Omega, the Adonai. And our identity? We are adored, amazing, accomplished, achievers, awesome, adopted children of God, alert, attentive. For further contemplation, think about how has the Lord God revealed himself to humans throughout history? How has he revealed himself to you? How can one draw closer to the Lord God Almighty? Where can you learn more about the Alpha and Omega? The Holy Scriptures are God's special words to us about himself, about ourselves and our failings, and about Christ, the Redeemer, who wants to have a relationship with us. And he even gave his life and blood as a sacrifice to redeem us and bring us to God.